Hi, this is Jennifer with Tiny Life After 50. In today's video, I'm going to talk about some of our tiny house fails. You can't win them all. So let's get started. The first fail I see in our tiny house is that we didn't plan for a dishwasher. I hate scrubbing dishes every night, and if we had a dishwasher, that would be different. We didn't put one in the original build. There is a chance we could put one in later, but we would have one of two options. Either we could, one, get a portable dishwasher, but it has to quick connect to the sink every time you use it, and it has to have a place to live when it's not in use. It rolls around on rollers. The second option is we could cut into our existing cabinets and put a single tray dishwasher that top loads. So that's our two options for a dishwasher. The second tiny house fail I see is that in the small bedroom, we didn't put a wall for the closet. It's just an open area. There's no defined space. What we've done is put up a curtain just to cover up the hanging clothes so that you can't just see them as an eyesore hanging out there. The third fail is that we didn't get a full-size refrigerator. We got one step down from that, and now when we go to the store, if we find a good sale on something, we can't just stock up. We have to just buy a small amount and make that do. If we had it to do over again, I think we would put a full-size refrigerator because we have room for it, and that may come later down the road. It's on our list of things to explore for the tiny house. The next fail was that we put a tub in. Our last tiny house had a very small shower, and so in this tiny house, we decided to go with a full-size 60-inch tub. But the problem with the tub is you have to step over it to get in and to get out, and as we're getting older, we realize that that's not something we really want to do. We would rather have a walk-in shower. Now, we could do that. However, it's going to cost thousands of dollars for us to replace our current tub with a shower. Also, when the workmen put in the tub wall, they didn't attach it properly to the studs, and the back wall of the shower has come undone and is now hanging loose. So what we had to do was go get a roll of flex tape at Walmart and taped the whole bottom of the tub surround with this super sticky tape so that it's holding it in place so it's not just flopping around when you're trying to take a shower. There's also a danger of getting water in behind the shower so that it would create mold and mildew, and we didn't want to have that kind of problem in our tiny house. The next fail was when we put in our washer, we didn't get a dryer vent. Our workman forgot to put the dryer vent in, and by the time we realized it, we had already paid him and he was down the road. He didn't want to come back to just put in a dryer vent, so we don't have one. All we have is a washing machine, and when we want to hang out our clothes to dry, we have a rack out on the porch that we use to hang the clothes out. It works okay. You get dry clothes, but it's not as quick or convenient, and on a rainy day, it's hard to wash your clothes. You have to bring the rack into the house and have hanging clothes in your living room. That's no good. We don't like that. Hopefully, down the road, we can get a dryer with a vent on it. We have a plan to close in the back area out the back door and make a laundry room out of it, but that's somewhere down the road. That's not a today solution. Our next tiny house fail was the water heater. In our original tiny house, we had an electric on-demand water heater, and it required a ton of power to use it. And so we decided in this tiny house, what we would do is go with a gas water heater. Better solution, right? Wrong. The first water heater in the tiny house, the electric one, froze up when the temperature got really cold, and so does the gas one. So we have solved one problem, but we still have another problem that we have to figure out. I think if we had it to do differently, we would probably put in a regular water heater instead of an on-demand. And that way we could still have hot water even if it's really cold outside. problem is you can't drip the faucet because it requires a certain amount of pressure to turn on the water heater, and you'd basically have to have the water on almost full blast before the water heater would kick on, keep it unthawed during the cold weather. So that's a problem we're going to have to figure out a solution to. The last thing is, when the builder put in our faucet, for some reason, the sink drain that comes off the sink is in a bind somehow, and so it works its way loose until it comes completely open. And so every now and then we have to retighten the drain so that it doesn't leak all under our sink. We've had it leak several times and had to fix it. And we even got a new plumber out. He tried to fix the drain, but it still is in a bind. So we're constantly having to keep an eye on it so that we don't damage our cabinets with a water leak. So anyway, these are some things I would fix. I would get a dishwasher. I would put up a closet wall. I would have a full-size refrigerator. I would have a walk-in shower instead of a bathtub. I would get a dryer. I would have a regular water heater, and I would have done the sink drain correctly the first time. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to our tiny house fails. This has been Jennifer with Tiny Life After 50. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I want to know what you think. I love to respond. I will see you in the next video.